Judd, I've been writing these vows since the week we got engaged, and then again in the weeks leading up to our wedding, and then again in the months leading up to today. I know how often we express our love for each other, but in this moment I wanted you to hear things that you haven't heard before. I love your voice, when you sing to me, when you say good morning, and when you express your affection for me. I feel so special in those intimate moments knowing that they're just for me. I'm grateful for the second set of parents I've been gifted with. I can't imagine the hills we've climbed without having their support and their example to lead us by. Nothing makes me smile more than when we're sitting at a dinner table and you go off on a tangent about a piece of history so specific that nobody else at the table knows what you're talking about. Every single time it happens, I'm smiling so genuinely because my love for you goes greater in those moments. While you're arguing with someone about a historical conflict, you still turn your head to wink at me, which has always been your silent I love you. Collier Ski School was the best thing to ever happen to me. I found my husband then and my passion for skiing. I found my patience and my strong will while facing steep slopes as you made an excessive amount of turns behind me to give me space but to also save me if I were ever to fall down the mountain again. I promised to keep Collier Ski School alive with a little one of ours one day since I've officially graduated with honors. I married my instructor, after all. I promise to be grateful for the small things you always do for me, like how you always take my contacts out if after I've finished cutting up jalapenos on taco night, or how no matter how messy I make my car, you're always willing to help me clean it. Every time things got hard, first it was with exams in nursing school, then interviews, then jobs, and then quitting our jobs, and then moving across the country, but every single time it got hard, you always reassured me and said, we're a team, and we're going to do this the same way we always do everything, together. There was a moment that night when I sat between my grandparents, Robert and Irene, as they clasped hand in hand between my head, sharing glances that only lovers of 8 decades could share. I don't remember why I asked them, but I did. I asked them, how did you do it? Referring to their everlasting love through one challenge after the next, 6 children, ill loved ones, distance, grandchildren. They both said, you just do, because you have to. Because the partnership created between 2 people who choose to love each other every day and forever is one that requires patience, forgiveness, and dedication. You have all of those things. You always have. Patience while taking the time to watch YouTube videos on how to curl a woman's hair as I cried in front of the mirror because I couldn't do it myself. Forgiveness for the times my vices got the best of me, and dedication as you move back to the East Coast for me. I promise to love you the way that my grandparents did, without fail, without question, and through every hardship, every time. To love you through every physical challenge and every mental one. And as time goes on, and one of our minds goes, I know you'll be there pretending like I haven't forgotten our whole life together. You are my shelter, my roof and my walls. You are my foundation. You are my night and my dawn, the beginning and the end. You are my person, my life partner, and my home. I choose to love you forever.
Annie, we've been through so much together, it's almost hard to know where to begin. Through countless moves, we've dealt with so many difficulties and changes, and it's always made us stronger. When we made the call to move out west, I was so nervous about how it might change our relationship. I thought by making such a big change to the world around us that it might change the dynamic between us. But I was so quickly proven wrong. With you being down in St. George and me up around Salt Lake, I found myself thinking about you every day. I missed your support, your silliness, your smile, and definitely your cooking. It was then I certainly knew I didn't want to spend my life without you. You are the core of my whole world. You're what centers me, supports me, encourages me, and my safe harbor in difficult times. I promise always to support you, honor you, and love you. I promise to always communicate with you. Even if we go to bed angry, we'll talk it out in the morning. For the rest of my life, I promise to be there with you. We've been with each other through nursing school, multiple moves, puppy training, old girl training, the stress of new nursing positions, and all through the pandemic to top it off. Through all this, we never doubted each other and never failed to be there for one another. I love that the moment I feel most at ease is when I come home to you, and that I can make anywhere feel like home as long as you're there. I'm so excited for our next adventures, whether that be traveling the globe, building a home, raising little ones. I cannot wait to be there for the next steps with you.